So I'm going to do first, just going to wipe off what I can with a rag. That's pretty clean actually. Alright, but there's a little gunk on there. So I've got a brand new razor blade. It's brand new because I want to make sure I minimize the chance of me nicking this surface. I want to try to be as careful as I can, because if I gouge this area, well, I increase the chance that there's going to be a leak. So just take your time if you're doing this, and make sure you do it right. I'm going to continue doing that until it's nice and clean. Smooth. Alright, now here's the old water pump, and here's the new water pump. Okay, you can see the impellers slightly different, but they're in the same direction, so that's what matters. Here's what the front looks like. Slightly different, but actually I checked and it's the correct application. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some 3M super weather strip and gasket adhesive all around here, and then I'm going to lay this gasket that came with the water pump on there, and this will just make sure that the gasket does not fall off while I'm installing it. And also I'm going to put some anti-seize compound on the 5 little bolts that go on there to hold the water pump. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Also, make sure these bolts, they're actually cap screws, but people call them bolts. Make sure they're nice and clean. These all happen to be very clean. And you don't need a whole lot of anti-seize compound. You just need to put a little bit, kind of like, that's plenty. Alright, and I'm going to put this yellow 3M adhesive all around. You don't need too much of this either. Alright, this is fine. That's it. Alright, so let's make sure we got this in the right position. Make sure this is nice and clean. Got the anti-seize on there. Put these in by hand. You want to make sure you don't cross thread them. Alright. Now, just to put the pulley back on, gonna line that up. It's clearly marked front, just in case there's any doubt. Alright. Okay, and you just torque these down to about 12 foot-pounds. By the way, the torque on the water pump bolts was 105 inch-pounds, and on this pulley, the torque is 100. What was it again? The torque on the pulley is 250 inch-pounds. So I need a 13 millimeter. Okay. Need that screwdriver to hold it in place. Again, we want to tighten these evenly. Okay. Just going to use a screwdriver. Hold that in place, and one, there's two, three. All right, so we're done. Next is reinstalling the serpentine belt, and I'm actually changing the belt on this, but that'll be in a separate video. And also I'm going to change the thermostat. That will also be in a separate video. Alright, so that is the proper way to change your water pump on a 1996 to 2000 Chrysler minivan, Caravan, Voyager, or Town & Country.